Credy, it's insane. Credy is the GenAI autonomous vertical agent for credit underwriting. Hi, everybody. As always, this month we're going to be testing Credy, the first GenAI vertical credit agent, against Gemini 3.0 and GPT 5.2. So, first of all, I'm going to show you a presentation where you're going to see the later stage where all of these raw general foundational models are today based on similar web. We see on the consumer side that OpenAI is still and has been the leader by far, taking 80-90% of the market. But in the last month or two, we saw a different trend where Gemini did an amazing work doubling their market share. On the consumer side, still Anthropic on the B2B, on the business side, is providing a lot of confidence for all of these businesses to share their data and so they're positioning them as trust. But specifically, Fabio, what I want you to share to the audience today is how Gemini 3.0 and GPT 5.2 this month advanced in terms of credit underwriting or fraud or collections. Can you give us a quick comparison with Credy 2.0 today, please?
Yeah, of course. So the first thing to say is that these models have advanced a lot in the past months, but still they are general models and they are great for a lot of things, but they're not experts, particularly in credit, for example. So what I want to show you here, and let me share my screen to start doing that, is that whenever you have a credit task in hand, underwriting, risk, fraud, collection, whatever, that you have data to understand, analyze, and build models. What we want to be seeing in here is that having a vertical agent train and be an expert in this topic gives much better results than just trying these generalistic systems. So for testing, we have created a data set based on applicants for credit in Mexico. This information that we're using contains data for demographics of the person, financial statements, and also alternative data like email, social media, and stuff like that. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be passing the same prompts to Credy, to GPT 5.2, and Credy 3.0 Pro, and we're going to be comparing the different results from the models. So as we're going to be seeing, for simple tasks like showing schema of the data, column names, first 10 rows, basic information, we're going to get very similar results. With Credy, maybe a little bit more structure. In here, you see the answer. There's an overview, the column and data types. You see the first 10 rows, some key observation, and of course, you have all the code and thoughts and reasoning from the model below. Let me go now to GPT, ChatGPT 5.2. Again, very similar response. Again, maybe not that structured as Credy, but we get very similar, the overview, the schema, the first 10 rows, the shape, and so on and so forth. And with Gemini, it's almost the same, right? You get the first 10 rows, the schema, and the basic information. So apparently, so far, everything looks the same. But now let's start to get more into a more complex scenario where we start to ask the system to train a simple baseline model to predict this target. We are going to be passing a number of variables, and we're asking to use a simple model like logistic regression and calculate some metrics. Again, we're going to be seeing here in Gemini the results, and we can see two specific problems in here. First of all, the recall and F1 score are very bad. This means that the system is not taking into consideration the shape of the data. We were expecting that because even though we asked for a simple model, we expect to have some feature transformation in engineering to understand and prepare the data better. This confusion matrix is not good. And the second thing is that even though the system is interpreting some things and and depending only on classical variables, we were hoping for a better result from the beginning, but that we didn't get. With GPT-4, 5.2, we get a similar answer. Again, we see the code, the analysis, all of that, but we see even worse results. Zero precision, zero recall, zero F1, the completely biased confusion matrix. This suggests that the system didn't do the things that it was supposed to do to build a particular, at least a good starting point for a baseline. When you go to Credy with the same prompt, you see exactly the performance metrics. You can see here that we have much better metrics even in the baseline, better confusion matrix, more structured answer with feature importance, insights, and business trade-offs. And of course, also it will give you the plots directly to understand the ROC curve and the confusion matrix. Let's stay here in Credy for a second, because now I asked the system to build a more powerful model, XGBoost, random forest, whatever, to do feature engineering, to include alternative data, to tune the parameters, use cross validation, everything data scientists will do to solve this problem. And we see in Credy that it created a lot of different features from the original data. It's showing me here what those features are. It's showing me as well the best hyperparameters. It's comparing the model. We have better results in every one of the metrics, better confusion matrix, most important features, key insights, and of course, all the plots, understanding the difference in comparison between the models. Let's go quick to ChatGPT. Again, same exact prompt. And to be honest, in here, the system took a while building code and rebuilding the code and trying over and over again. Until a moment that the system just stopped. I asked it to keep trying. It started again with a better solution, but again, it tried again and again. And in the end, it's giving me a very bad result. If you see, again, it's completely biased. The recall and F1 are not good. So this means that the system is not building good variables, it's not understanding the structure of the data, and it's not doing enough work for validation and tuning the parameters. For Gemini, the same. For Gemini, it was even worse because the system logged me out like 4 times. I had to do it over and over again. In the end, with this particular prompt, I got a model that is still not good. It lacks understanding of the imbalanced information. It didn't do a lot of effort in tuning the parameters. So this means that even though these models underneath are very good for a lot of different things, when you go with credit and advanced data analysis for risk, you need an agent like Credy to solve the problems. I even went further with Credy, asking for more things like building a building a score for the people rejected by the bureau, understanding the segment, and building a particular model for this segment in here. You see in here, you can evaluate the best model performance and all of this. And this is something that is just impossible to do with the other models at the moment.
Amazing. Okay, so how can someone start with Credy, Javier?
Yeah, right now, the simplest thing to do is just send us a message. You can send us an email to Joel or me. We're going to be showing here the emails, and we can give you more structured demo and show you the inside of the platform and give you a 14 free trial day. So you have 14 days of trying the system without any charge. So you can test it with your own data and you have your own results. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And